Those are the kind of things that if you can make, $100 a month, every single month on an item like that, and then you find 20 items like that, and then you mix in these one-offs, you can make a decent amount of money, and you can definitely at least come close to making a full-time living, if not make a full-time living. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth cabin. We're having I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a slow weekend in sales. There weren't too many really high-priced items. There were a couple, and you'll see it tomorrow. One was a $100 sale. I think today the biggest one we have is $40 plus shipping, which I'm okay with. And it reminds me of a criticism that I get all the time, and that's kind of the topic of the video here today. I have people, they literally take the time to write out, and look, whenever I say this, people think, don't let those people bother. Trust me, it's not bothering me. It's just a topic of conversation to bring up, to talk to you all about, give you my opinion, and then get your feedback in the comments. And I often say that everything is relative to where you live, but people will write out messages, and they'll send it to me, and they'll say, you're leading people astray, telling them that they can do this for... First of all, I've never told anybody to quit their job. I've never told anybody that they could do this for a living. Some people do this for a living. I can give you 100 examples. This is not the type of model that makes it really easy to do it for a living, unless your circumstances permit it, right? If your spouse has a job, or if you have no mortgage payment, you don't have any expenses, you don't have any debt, then, maybe you could do this model and make a living. But I think there are a few things that you could take the model that I use, and I really use this model because I enjoy this model. I'm part-time. I don't have to have this income. Well, let me take that back. I have to have, I'm a teacher, so my wife stays home with our kids. She works, trust me. She'll tell you she works, and she works in here a lot. But we do need the eBay income to make ends meet. But I don't need, I don't need a full-time salary on eBay. So that's why you see me do what I do. Plus, it is kind of what we do around here. But I do think that this model could work for certain people who live in certain areas if they do a few things. We're going to talk about those, but we're going to look at, let's say, 5 items before we talk about it. Let's take a look. All right, now this is not the type of item that you're going to make a full-time living on. But this is the kind of stuff, if you're going to source from garage sales and thrift stores and stuff like that, that you're going to find, and it's going to kind of pad that income. I paid less than $1 for this because we bought it in a big lot of stuff and sold for 18 bucks. And it'll go out for the 4-ounce rate. And so let's just say we're into it for 4 plus shipping. Shipping and how much we paid for it, 4 bucks. It may be a little bit more than that. Let's say $3 in fees, which is too much. So there's 7. So you're going to make $11 on this item right here. It's pretty nice. I'll take it. And I'm glad it's sold far, far away from Christmas. By the way, that was one of the regrets I have, is a garage sale video that I accidentally deleted. It was that one. And every time I sell something from that sale, I remember it. It was just wonderful. Bought a lot of great stuff, and those ladies were cracking me up. All right, some girls' boots. And I have no idea where they came from. And I asked Reagan, and she said, I don't know if this is true, by the way, but this, why would she not tell me the truth? She said that Blue Ridge Mama bought these for her last season or 2 seasons ago, and they sent the wrong size. It's Cat and Jack, so that's, what is that, Target? Sent the wrong size. And so the story goes that Blue Ridge Mama called and complained, and they just sent her a new pair, and she didn't have to send back the old ones. But, hey, who knows? I guess maybe if that was their mistake, they figured that's what they do. And it may be better for them to do that because the return shipping cost is more than they're actually paying for these things. And so she listed these. And Reagan, because I saw him upstairs the other day, Reagan already has a pair of these. So I suppose that story's true. $20 plus shipping on these. All right, this one hit our clearance that we're running on items that have been in the store for a year or more. And this is, or almost, I can't remember, 300 plus days or something like that. It's a Mr. Furley shirt, y'all. I'm dating myself talking about Mr. Furley. Is that a Mr. Furley shirt? I should have wore that to school. I just realized I don't have my hat on. Well, I'll put it on in a minute, I guess. Okay, here it is. Career Club USA Permanent Press. That thing is awesome. I really should wear it to school and then ship it out tomorrow. What do you think? $25.80. This came from the Sunny Shares sale, and it's consigned, so we got to send some money to Sunny. I didn't check to see where that one's going, but oftentimes that stuff goes out to Hollywood or places where they're doing production, although Hollywood isn't doing that much production these days. All right, Estee Lauder. And this came from a sale. I don't know what it was called. I offered her $250. It was a painful video to watch. People are like, oh my gosh, I couldn't stop watching it, but it was hard. It's like pulling teeth. And a lot of people are like, you're crazy for buying all this stuff for X reasons, 10 different reasons. And we are in the pure profit, and we have some good ones still to go. I did spend $200, or wait a minute, I can't remember, what did we do? Yeah, $200 I think is what we spent. Or did I spend $100 and bought a few? I can't even remember. Maybe I gotta go back and watch the video. At any rate, this sold for $39. I haven't dropped something in a while, y'all. This sold for $39. I played second base in college, and I went 2 years without making an error. And now it seems like almost once a week I drop something in a video. Daywear Plus, $39 plus shipping. This is one of the items I want to talk about in just a second when we talk about making a living doing this. All right, and this is the second of the items I want to talk about, among other things. But Twisted Radio Waves Dr. Demento, not to a viewer, $10, and this one is $9.99. This one is to a viewer, and let me read what they put. Okay, say, I am a subscriber to both of your YouTube channels, Commonwealth Flipper and Commonwealth Picker. Thank you for all the great information. My wife and I got back into the resale business because of people like you. Have an awesome day, Jason. So thank you, Jason. I appreciate it, and I hope you're having some good luck out there, and I hope you enjoy these. There's only 3 left. Well, 3 doubles. I still have like 30 left that are singles. I could adjust, I suppose, which I might do. And then we sold another set as well, so this is awesome. Hey, I grabbed my hat. Sorry if you don't like that. Hey, I've got 3 more items in here that I want to show you what we sold, and then a few more inside, a Homeschool Hustler store sale, then Reagan, and all that other stuff. Oh, and a dot matrix. I put this video out yesterday as a short, but I wanted to show you something in here. And I'll give you a little preview. It just sold. So we'll put that on there at the end of the video as well. And then Reagan's got an announcement, and then I've got a gift, and we've got all kinds of stuff. So I better shut up and get to the point. So here's the deal. I do get this comment all the time. I get this criticism all the time, but people misconstrue this. I don't tell people to quit their job. That's their business. I've never claimed that this is a full-time income. We do make a pretty good amount of money, and I'm fairly certain that if I put a twist on what I did, I could probably survive. I wouldn't be driving around expensive cars, but I could probably survive. And the twist I'm thinking of has to do with a couple of items that I mentioned earlier. And the particular comment that brought this up was somebody saying, I thought by now you definitely have somebody who's supplying you. Why are you wasting your time out here doing this? I'm just like, okay, I certainly wish I did. And I certainly wouldn't turn it down if I did have a supplier. But you got to understand, I'm a garage sailor first. I'm a thrifter first. I love it. I enjoy doing it. So I would still do that regardless of anything else, regardless of how much money I was making. I mean, I could be making $1 million a year, and I'm still going to garage sales on Saturday. It's just what I do. So that's what brought this up, and I thought I'd want to ask this question to y'all and let you comment on it below. So I think that this type of picking, you can only make so much money, but what really can bump you up is if you can find those multi-quantity listings. And I'm not talking about 2 or 3. I'm talking about really bumping that thing up. Like those Estee Lauder ones that sold for $40. I think I had 4 of them and didn't pay all that much when it came down to it. I paid more than I wanted to. But that's the kind of thing that if you can get those sales on a consistent basis, you saw what Lonnie did and what Justin over at RVA Flips did with that makeup, and you've seen Pete, Craigslist, Hunter do it. That's the kind of thing that if you mix that stuff in and take advantage of it when you can find it, you can make some really good money. For me, I don't find those things very often, but those Dr. Demento things, you've been watching me sell those for years. If you've been watching, this show has not quite been out 2 years, but we've been selling those since day one. And those are the kind of things that if you can make, $100 a month, every single month on an item like that, and then you find 20 items like that, and then you mix in these one-offs, you can make a decent amount of money. And you can definitely at least come close to making a full-time living, if not make a full-time living. I know a ton of you out there make way more money than I do and have your own way of doing things. And so, those kind of comments don't bother me at all. I love to hear the different ways so many of you pick. I love to hear the different ways so many of you source. I love to hear the ways that so many of you sell and make money on eBay in so many different ways. It's helped me grow as a reseller. And I hope I've done the same for some of you. And if I don't, at least maybe we can entertain you. Let's take a look at what's sold. All right, this one has been hanging around for quite a while. It was a multi-quantity listing, and it was the very last one. So all of them sold except for this one for some reason, but let's grab it. It was multi-quantity, but it wasn't a huge profit item. I thought it was in that drawer. Oh, it is. Here we go. Who are we in here? Part-time picker. It's this one right here. That's the last one. This came from a great sale. I called it the exact change sale because it was early in COVID, and there's an older couple. They were clearly retiring, or had retired already and moved, or were moving, and they were quitting eBay and selling it all off. And I got to this sale at 1, was it 1 in the afternoon or noon? I can't remember, but I mean, they were about ready to shut the thing down. And I'm like, I'm not gonna find anything here. And I couldn't believe it. It was like a jackpot of stuff. There was stuff that I didn't buy that I should have bought. Matter of fact, I'll put the video up here if I can remember it. Well, it's called the exact change sale. Matter of fact, I think I have a list of this one. Hold on a second. Yep, there is my list right there. Exact change. So this is like the second page of this. We sold a ton of shirts off, a bunch of vintage t-shirts, and I didn't even buy a couple of them that I saw later in the video. And I'm not going to add this one in. We're going to retire this one because there's not much left. But with that one right there, there's like a $3 profit in there, $4 maybe, probably $3. It sold for $8. You know, that's 840 bucks selling from that one sale. And it was, we just made one video out of it. And it was at the end of a day, you know, and we had a pretty good day that day. So that weekend alone, we were going to profit over 2,500 bucks on those sales. That was a pretty good weekend. You know, you do that 30 weekends a year, you know, you're doing okay. And I'm not by any stretch saying that it's easy to do that 30 weeks a year, not at all. But there are other sources than just garage sales. So, all right, KT Olsen here, the 80s ladies. Let's see if we can find it. Might have to fast forward for you. Look at that. I didn't have fast forward at all. KT, the 80s ladies. $8 for that one, plus shipping. Not too bad. All right, that is not the kind of item that you're going to get rich off of. I love selling records. Love it. I just love looking at them. I like framing them, all of that. But records are a hard gig to make a ton of money on unless you are getting them in bulk and cherry picking the good ones. I know there's a lot of record folks out there. I'm not saying you can't. Matter of fact, that's one of the strategies you can do to make money is to absolutely be the expert in something. And because you're the expert, people go to you. They know you know how to grade them. They know you're going to ship them right. They know all those things. And that's one way you can make a living is to be the expert in one category. But I am certainly not an expert in many categories. I'm the jack of all trades and the master of none. That is no expert in anything except for Enaman, super shooters, and purple eye rollers. Phillips adapter. I have no idea where it came from. Sometimes you just buy a box of stuff and you find a straggler. I don't even know what it's to. $8.90 free shipping. It'll go in a 4x4x4 box for less than 8 ounces. Some adapters are heavy. You gotta be careful before you list them first class because sometimes they'll go over the big ones. All right, here we go. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. That's John Cena. $10 plus shipping. Paid I don't remember the name of this sale. I wish I did because it was a cool sale. 50 cents. I was just buying tons and tons and tons of these for 50 cents. Some we sold off for pretty good money. Some not so much money. Some we had to lot up. This sold for $10 plus shipping. Reminds me, you know, this was the code here. They just recycle, you know, being a history teacher, you know, we just seem to just keep doing the same things over and over again. Same thing in the wrestling world. It used to be, what was Hulk Hogan? Training, saying your prayers, and eating your vitamins, right? Now it's hustle, loyalty, and respect. Sounds like a good, maybe I gotta make a t-shirt like that. What do you think? Love it. And an LU shirt. I haven't sold one of these in a while. Blue Ridge Mama just bought this not too long ago. $3.99 at Goodwill. Sold for $17 plus shipping. So you're getting harder to sell because there's so many people around here picking them up. Nike Dry Fit. All right, y'all, we'll head out there. Have a bunch to go in this video. But I just always want to stop and tell you thank you for joining us today. And we can't wait to see you next time. All right, y'all. The Homeschool Hustlers have a bunch of sales. They have 2 here. They have 3 more. And Turner's got baseball practice for the first time, don't you? And so we're going to film a little bit.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, the next day. But we're going to film 2 today, 1 tomorrow. So we'll have enough to put on the videos coming up, okay? All right, who did you sell there?
Tigger and
That's
King Dogs.
King Dog. It's a dog with a crown on it, right? The Dukes. It's a Duke. JMU Dukes. James Madison University. Yep, and that sold. Blue Ridge Mama bought that for 50 cents, Turner, and it's both of them actually. This came from a sale. I was with her. This was like second only to the Mount Plushmore sale. Let me look at that name real quick. That sale was called "Don't Tell Me This at a Garage Sale." Y'all, if you haven't gone back and seen that, either the Mount Plushmore sale, which was like the most epic plush sale of all time, or that one. That one was pretty cool. 50 cents for this Gund plush. Gund is the name brand, Turner. And I took an offer on that one, which I don't often do, but $10 plus shipping. And this one was $8 plus shipping, and we're total into them for $1. So total for both of them.
So that gives me to save $1 to spend, $1 to
Two.
donate, and
two different sales.
Oh yeah, $2 to donate, $2 to spend, and $2 to
save. You
did
got
I do
it, buddy.
That backwards?
Yeah, I think you did, but that's all right. All right, thanks.
Bye.
Hey, I have this Epson. This came with that computer lot that, if you've been watching the Apple IIe, I decided to sell this one separate, and I'm just going to sell the monitor and stuff together just for ease. If I was full-time, I'd part it all out, but I don't have the time. So this is pretty cool, the old dot matrix, and I had a person send me a message on how to test it, because I said in the video I was just going to sell it untested. I think that's what I said. But we are going to give it a shot. So just put a regular piece of paper in there if it's all you got. So he says, hold down the LF button while you turn it on, and you'll have to manually feed the thing. So let's see. Oh, sounds good so far. Yeah, look at that. There you go. It prints. I mean, it was manual, so it's... But it looks like all the dots are there. Looks good. I mean, it's not terribly dark, but if you remember, those weren't terribly dark back then. So there you go. That's pretty cool. I'm going to try and sell it pretty quick. I'm going to put $100 on it, plus shipping. I see another one out there for like 150, so we'll see. All right, Reagan has some sales, but I want to mention just a few names really quick. Robert, Tony, West, and Cheryl got a shipping table. Well, they got the plans for the shipping table sent to them. And Robert, I don't think your email's working. Knight, I think your last name is. Send me an email.
Lucretia, Jessica, and Thierry? I think
Yeah.
that's how you say it.
All right, so we put Blue Ridge Mama on that name, and she came up with this. Originated in France, and it means ruler of the people. That is an awesome name. So, and you know what Reagan's name means, y'all? It means little ruler. Little ruler. And I am here to attest that that name is appropriate. Very. All right. Reagan, I saw a t-shirt on Instagram the other day, and it said, "You can't tell me what to do. You're not my daughter." I love it. All right, so what did they buy here today, Reagan? What do they got? They got some mugs and some shirts. And hey, look, one of your originals. We don't have too many larges left, so that's awesome. Okay, and we have a little announcement. Maybe we're going to put it on the end of the show today that I'll have Reagan talk about. She's doing a little fundraiser for her gymnastics. We'll put it on the very end of the video today. All right, but I do have one message I want to read really quick here, and this one's from Jessica, and that is the Boho Jojo. That's what she signed it at the bottom here. She says, "Thanks for all the wisdom," and at the end she says, "I'll never show up at your door, but I'll always show up at your store." So that's awesome. Thank you very much.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthBigger.com.
All right, y'all, I just have got to show you this. I opened this. The kids aren't here. I wish they were, but I will pass this on to them. They are going to enjoy this for sure. I can't believe how much of that McDonald's Pokemon. A couple of Supreme stickers. I love it. So this came from the famous Euclid Avenue out there in California. This is awesome. Richard, Dave, Eric, and Terry. And it says, "Hello, Kevin. Enclosed is a care package for myself, Eric, and family. The DVDs I cannot sell. Hopefully you can sell these on eBay or in your booth. For sure they'll sell in the booth. Very, very kind of you. Keep some for movie night. We are." And I've already picked out a couple. Also some Pokemon cards for the Hustlers. I definitely love that. I know someone at McDonald's, they gave me some leftovers. That's awesome. Also cards I couldn't sell and go through and sell one by one. So wow, that is very, very nice of you. It Says also, again, big thanks for everything. You are really out there providing entertainment in our lives. Well, that is very kind of you. Thank you for, oh, wait, what do we got here? I don't know. XOXO boots. All right, you've been so nice. I'll let it pass there. It says, thanks to you, Blue Ridge Mama, Bubba, the hustlers, and the pets, and the chickens. He says, P.S. Sorry, I write like a doctor. Plus, I'm left-handed. Let me tell you, you write a lot neater than me. That's for sure. So check these out here. We're going to definitely have some fun. I saw some of my favorites here. There's Goonies. Turner probably like Batman Returns. I don't think he's seen that one yet. There's some good ones in here. I like it. So, Spinal Tap, Purple Rain. Here we go. Mallrats. There we go. What else we got? Star Wars. Jungle Book. Love it. On with the Wind even. Holy moly. Well, thank you very, very much. We appreciate you guys out there in California. Love it. All right, Reagan's doing a fundraiser for her gym. Tell us all about it, and then we'll tell them what they can buy from you. Or I guess it's an auction, isn't it? All right, you tell us about it.
So we're getting an in-ground airbag, so it's safer for us to do more higher level skills.
Because y'all are getting older at that gym, aren't you? And you need a little more padding there.
Yeah.
And it's pretty pricey, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so they're doing some fundraisers and some different things, and she thought this would be a great idea, and I said it would absolutely be a great idea. So she contributed some of her things, like this one. It's the last one.
Yes.
All right, we get things moving. We never put this one up. We just decided to keep it, but we're putting it up now. A little woodcut ornament that she made, and of course an original mug. And what else you got? And an Enman. And you know how valuable those are these days. All right.
The stickers.
All the stickers.
And my drawing of the Enman on a shirt.
That's right. That's right. So let's make sure we also throw in a couple of cards here too, right? What do you think? We'll throw in one of yours too. Okay. And then we'll put that up on an auction, and it'll be ready to roll. And if somebody would like it, we'll take all that money and give it to your fundraiser for the gym. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
I think they'll like that. Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Hey, really quickly, this was one of our auctions. We're doing quite a few auctions. We've done quite a few, and we're giving away a lot of the money, but you haven't seen us give away any of it yet. Well, we have given some of it away, of course, but that's kind of the kids' personal charity, St. Jude's and stuff like that. But we're going to publicly give a little bit of it away, and we're going to do it on the Commonwealth Picker channel. I've already filmed one of the things. You'll see it. I'm not going to tell you which episode on Commonwealth Picker, but it's going to be, I'd say, in the next 2 weeks. And Charles, it's folks like you being generous. You know, we kept these Misfit Enamugs. Sorry. It's a good Enaman here. There's no Misfit here, I don't think, anyways. And it's a Misfit in a mug because it's a little bit off high and it's a little blue instead of green or minty or whatever that color is. And so you grab this, Charles, and we do appreciate it. I think it was right around $50. So thank you. And when you see those little giveaways we're going to do in the future, you can know that you've contributed to that, and also all the kids do kind of behind the scenes. You've done that as well. So thank you. Just for those of you who are new to the show, the kids, when Turner comes on and he does the, you know, save $1, spend $1, donate $1, they really do that. They save $1 in their bank account, and I give them cash to spend, and they donate $1 to mainly two different charities, but occasionally we'll do like a special thing that they'll do, and we'll publicize that. But most of the time when we don't publicize it, and $1 from the sales on the CommonwealthPicker.com store as well, are all going to two main charities, St. Jude Children's Hospital and to Compassion, and they sponsor a child in Haiti. So at any rate, Blue Ridge Mama doesn't like me talking about that, but I feel like since we say that on the video, and there's a lot of new folks who are being so generous to us, that I like to pass that on. So thank you, Charles. Let me read this. He says, Kevin and family, thank you for all you do for new resellers and the fun that you showed doing it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. He says he's made his first $1,000 profit so far. And he says it's because of folks like me. So I don't know about that, but it definitely is because you're working at it. So thanks, Charles. Appreciate it.